Hello everyone. Did you know that the distance from Earth to Mars is 35 million miles, while the distance from New York to Athens, Greece is 5,000 miles? After recently visiting Greece for vacation, I realized that they are actually worlds apart. The Western and Eastern cultures, although only an ocean apart, are extremely different with different values, customs, traditions, beliefs, and religion. Today we're going to be comparing our tradition to the Greek culture and explaining how and why they are a collectivism, vocal, and cooperative culture. Historically and demographically, Greece was built to be a nation that is interdependent and thrives on one another. They've had a rich history that dates back to 3650 BC, which dates it at one of the oldest civilizations of its time. Demographically, the population of Greece is 11 million people. This is about double the population of Maryland. Out of these 11 million people, 93% of them are Greece and from Greek. As you can see by this table here, in 2010, almost 40,000 people or 40 million people were not born in America and American. It comes out to about 13%. Greece has also been very proud of what they've given to the world through arts, literature, plays, and math and science. As you can see right here, this is a Salamis tablet. It is one of the oldest counting boards in history, and it was used for simple math and equations for farming, actually. Greece has a deep passion for religion that creates a tight community inside. Out of the 11 million people in Greece, 98% of them are Greek Orthodox. Churches, as this one seen here, which is the St. John's in Pablo, established in 1088 BC, is a very important aspect of their religion and customs. They're important for weddings, baptisms, funerals, and most importantly, used in Easter, which is the biggest and most celebrated holiday in Greece. Both internally and externally, the Greek people have always been a cooperative group to further things such as literature, science, and entertainment. Reports have said that a relationship between the Greeks and the Egyptians started as early as 2000 BC, but that relationship was confirmed at around 600 BC. Traders from Egypt and traders from Greece would go back and forth trading, providing services for one another, and observing their way of life. This, as you can see by these statues here, this is an Egyptian statue, while this is a Greek statue. This one came first in 1440 BC, while this one only 40 years later. And you can see the resemblance between them. Although now 98% of the people are Greek Orthodox, the religion started as a polytheistic religion. This was actually based on the Egyptian religion before them, both worshipping many gods. As you can see, the Greeks worshipped Zeus and the Egyptians worshipped Amun. Both were the god of gods in their religion. Greece also has a lot of cultural festivals that bring many people together many times throughout the year. One that I was actually lucky enough to experience was the International Film Festival of Thessaloniki. This is one of the most important cultural events in Greece because it is based on the theater, which is a major point in Greece history. It allows for directors to present their work to the audience and receive feedback from them. While at the International Film Festival of Thessaloniki, I met a lot of people, and it was here that I was able to learn the verbal and nonverbal cues that the Greeks have. They're extremely laid back, and the hospitality that they offered to all foreigners was extremely generous. When shaking their hand, it's very important to have a firm grasp, eye contact, and always offer your name and receive their name. A handshake with a shoulder tap is used for acquaintances, work friends, and so on. And if you guys are very close, family, loved ones, lifelong friends, a handshake and a kiss on each cheek would be appropriate. One thing that I noticed is that they're also very in your face. I would find myself almost touching noses with someone wanting to have a conversation with me, and that was just something I had to adapt to because I'm in their culture. Going back and comparing Greece to America, 98%, as stated before, 98% were Greek Orthodox. As you see by this chart found by Pew Research Center, only 70% of people are quote-unquote Christian. In this, you can subset to multiple types of Christianity, such as Mormon, Orthodox Christian, Jehovah's Witness. And then, of course, you also have the non-Christian faiths, such as Jewish, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, and so on. Greece actually has an economical problem much more severe than the recession that we experienced in 2008. This, reported on by the New York Times, shows that the GDP has dropped heavily since 2008 to 2014. They also lead Europe in the unemployment rate at 25.6%, while America is around 4%. This is most likely due to the individual mindset that America has, where it's us against the world, while the Greeks, who grew up and thrived together, have only been a tight community. It's very important to realize and understand that cultures will differ from place to place, even within the United States, and of course everywhere else throughout the world, especially places like Greece. If you ever are in Greece, a great place to stop by is Pelion. This is a picture of it here. It has cool mountains and warm beaches, and it's not overflown with the touristy feel. It's pretty local, and if it's a great place to go if you want the real world experience. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you can use this information if you ever find the time to go to Greece.